Hi everyone, it's Chris.
And Jen.
We are coming to you from our homes right now to talk about what we're excited to try at the Festival of Holidays this year. The Disney Parks blog released its foodie guide, listing the menus and the items that are going to be at each of the booths this year for us to try.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of things on there we're excited about. We're going to break it all down for you. If you're enjoying this video, give it a like. If you want to come back for more Everyday Magic, hit subscribe.
So you want to just get right into it?
It's up to you. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like you should talk more about like the festival itself. I know nothing of this.
Disney California Adventure has kind of become known for its food festivals. Each year it starts off with the Festival of Holidays around Christmas. Then it jumps to the Lunar New Year Festival, usually in late January, early February. And then it kind of caps off for the year with the Food and Wine Festival. Um, this is great for foodies like us. We get to try all kinds of different stuff, eat well throughout half the year. Um,
But only half.
and I mean, we eat well the entire year, but it gives us options and things to talk about, and that's what we enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for enlightening me on what it is that we're getting ready to look at this food list for. I'm very excited about it. There are a lot of things
Yeah,
that I like to try. What is like one of your favorite go-to things for the holiday season? And it doesn't necessarily have to pertain to like the list that we're getting ready to dive into, but just in general, what is something that you like gravitate towards? It just like essentially warms your soul and it's like, this is Christmas. This is what it tastes like to me.
sure. I definitely gravitate towards turkey. Um, like historically, that's what I enjoy. Um, Mashed potatoes, and specifically at the Festival of Holidays, because it's been going on for a few years now. I look forward to dishes like the pork belly and garlic fried rice dish that has been on there for a few years. I saw it on there again. I think that's going to be really delicious. There's always a really good mac and cheese that is topped with seasoned breadcrumbs, usually garlicky.
Mm-hmm.
Those are delicious. Um, yeah. And then there's always a really interesting variety of drinks, by which I mean alcohol, that they have at the booths, and I think it has kind of opened my eyes to different things, including like a hot toddy. I've never had a hot toddy until I had one at the Festival of Holidays.
I've never had a hot toddy, but it sounds pretty good, not gonna lie.
It was good. I enjoyed.
Like for
Yeah.
me, go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, what like goes, this is Christmas, this is what Christmas tastes like, is essentially is hot chocolate, like just being outside. Now keep in mind that you live in Southern California and that is not where I have grown up my entire life. So it's usually having like hot chocolate outside when it's cold, because then you've got that like warmness in your hands. So it's anything that's essentially hot. And then Christmas always tastes essentially sugar, cinnamon y, and just like that sweetness. So like snickerdoodles, though that's
Delicious.
Christmas to me. Um, Gingerbread, that also like anything that has ginger, like the sweet cookied ginger, essentially with the molasses, that is Christmas in flavor for me. But there's not really anything that's savory that screams, this is what Christmas savory tastes like. Because we just did
So it's
ham growing up.
time to start some new tradition.
For sure. All right, are you ready to look at this list? Because I'm very excited
Yeah.
to dive into this. All All right.
Let's do it.
All right. For those that are joining us via Twitch, we do have it pinned where you can click on the and join it and scroll through with us so that way you can take a look at this as well. So you don't have to just like try and stare at it on your screen or mobile device.
But yeah, this is what the Disney Parks blog published today. Without any warning, it was a very nice little gift to get on the Monday.
But it's Wednesday.
And is it Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
Oh, nice little gift on a Wednesday. It's okay, I forgot the days of the week.
It's fine. Hey, Scary.
Hi, Scary.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, so we are going through the Disney Parks blogs, Festival of Holidays Foodie Guide. They publish these before every food festival. They kind of give you a idea of what to expect, or not an idea. They give you the exact menus, so you can kind of plan out how you want to eat when you get there.
And now, if you're like me, and sometimes you see the description, and you're like, but then you see the picture and you go, yes. There are pictures in here to help you decide whether or not you want to actually try said items. There are some times where the description says it all, but there are times when you need a picture. So, that is why we have this up on the screen, so that way you both can see and read. So, double C. What we're going through.
So let's dive into it. This is our first booth, Disney Festival of Holidays Marketplace. Oh, that. This is our first booth, a twist on tradition. So this starts off with a savory kugel mac and cheese with herb breadcrumbs, sour cream, and chives. We have a guava melon lassi, which has guava nectar, rock melon syrup, yogurt, and honey garnished with cinnamon whipped cream and honey flavored cereal, which is a non-alcoholic beverage. Interesting.
So essentially it has honeycomb.
Yeah, I guess so. And then we have the Glacier Margarita, which has Blanco tequila, blue curacao, coconut and rosemary syrups, and white cranberry and lime juices, garnished with champagne bubbles candy. What's that mean?
I have no idea, but all I know is that I need this margarita in my life because of everything that's in that.
It looks so blue. It's like very enticing, that blue.
It's for me, it's the tequila, the blue curacao, coconut, the white cranberry with the champagne bubbles candy. I don't even know what that is, but I need it.
I mean, that's presumably what's got the toothpick through it, right?
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
I'm very excited about the mac and cheese. That sounds really good. Like I was saying, they always have a different variation on it. And this year, it's kugel with sour cream and chives. So it's supposed to seem like latkes, which sounds kind of cool. Sounds delicious.
Scary says, give me that sweet drink. Which one, the pink one or the blue one?
The pink one is non-alcoholic.
That's why I'm asking. The pink one or the blue one? Yes.
One of the ways that you can kind of eat your way through the Festival of Holidays or any of the other food festivals is by getting a sip and savor pass. So you pay one flat fee and you get 8 tabs for either 8 dishes, 8 beverages, 8 whatever, a combination of the both. Not the alcoholic drinks. You cannot pay for an alcoholic drink via a coupon that way.
Dang it.
It's not legal in California. But it could be used on this mac and cheese. It could be used on the guava melon lassi, which looks really good. But yeah. I tend to not spring for some of the fancier non-alcoholic beverages. It's harder for me to justify the cost.
Mm-hmm.
or like using up one of those tabs when I could use it on food, on different. Scary says, let's have both. I think honeycomb cereal on top of that drink is odd. Honeycomb, even, yeah.
Well,
It's a little interesting.
well, you know that a lot of the drinks now that they're starting to come out with, like, are starting to have cereal on top of them. Think about the cold brew from Galaxy's Edge.
Has Cocoa Puffs.
It has Cocoa Puffs on it, the Black Calf. And
It's really good, though.
So good. Like, I need more of that. It's like, I've seen people bring in bags of literal Cocoa Puffs with them so they can add it on top of their Black Calf. So I can only imagine what this would taste like to have that, essentially, the honeycomb cereal on top of it. They must have their reasons. Exactly.
I'm keeping a separate spreadsheet with things we're most excited to try, things that were kind of so-so in the middle, and things that we couldn't care less about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put this Kugel mac and cheese in my excited to try list.
If I highlight anything, it's going to show up on the screen, so I'm not going to do that just yet. For me.
Mm-hmm. And then the Glacier Margarita.
Yes, please. I need that in my mouth.
And I think in the middle, I think we'll put the guava melon.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to go ahead and scroll on up to the...
We're moving on.
Brews and Bites.
So this is one of the more beverage-focused booths. You'll see like a humongous selection of beer that you can get here. They probably will also sell them in a flight, maybe where you can just pick 4, and you'll get little tasters of them. That's one of my favorite things to do when there are things I want to try.
Mm-hmm.
But food-wise, at this booth is a returning favorite. It is the Impossible Chorizo Queso Fundido with house-made tortilla chips.
That word just seems like it would be fun to say. Fundido.
It is fun.
It's fundido.
So, it's basically queso, as most places call it. It's cheese dip with meat in there. It is such a good drinking snack. Just to dip tortilla chips in here. I enjoy it. I don't get it every year, but I enjoy it whenever I get it.
As Scary says, fun to eat-o.
I didn't take a close look at this list until now, but look at the second bullet. Churro ale with frozen beer slush.
Yeah, I know.
Churro ale with a frozen beer slush. Frozen slush of beer, butterscotch, gingerbread, and house-made churro toffee syrups? That's wild.
Hi, Red Lewis.
Hi, Red Lewis. And then I think directly under that is the churro ale, just separate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 2 different ones. There's like the garage brewing churro ale, and then there's the churro with the frozen beer slush. Okay, so
I mean, that one I think is the same churro ale. It's got a bunch of other stuff too.
So for me, and I want to lay this out here, I am a non-beer drinker, so this part of this does not appeal to me in the slightest. The coolest thing on here is the Fundito because, queso. Love some chip and queso. The rest of this, I'm like,
There's
maybe
some really cool looking beer varietals here though, because you've got that churro ale, cranberry apple cinnamon for a hard seltzer right above that Boulevard Brewing Company. Oh
yeah, it's the
cool.
Boulevard Brewing Company, the hard seltzer, cranberry apple cinnamon. Okay, might be enticed for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the Two Coast Brewing Company St. Father Authentic Oktoberfest Fest Beer. That is a mouthful. I wouldn't want to say that.
That's probably a dark, heavy beer. I'm not sure I'm gonna, I would be super into it. I don't necessarily seek out Oktoberfest beers. But But in kind of scanning this list, the Brewing Company Hazelnut Brown Nectar Brown Ale, that sounds cool. Like, I've never had hazelnut in a beer. That sounds interesting. Oh, the flights are listed below.
Yeah,
So,
they've got the holiday float, blah 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 blah, holiday flights.
mm,
But
um,
the flights itself, like it's got the traditional, then it's got the like festive favorites, and then the holiday flight.
mhm.
Um, did you want to go through this list?
No.
Okay, so if you're a beer drinker, this is the essentially the stop for you. Here's
Right.
the list. Ta-da!
And then there usually is a beer garden in the Paradise Gardens area. So you can get usually these and some other varietal there too.
All right, so on we go.
Moving on.
I'm trying to get it to where we got the pictures and the words without going too far, but you know,
Makes sense.
it
So
is.
this is a returning booth. This is called Favorite Things, and it has probably what's considered the most iconic Festival of Holidays dish, the braised pork belly adobo with garlic rice.
I
It's
mean,
been there for at least 5 years before the pandemic, and it's so good.
look at that picture up there in the top next to Chris's head. Like, please get in my mouth. That I want to try so bad. That
It
is one of those things where it's like,
falls
yes.
apart. It's so delicious. It's got little pork rind like cracklings on top for crunch. Um, the green onion gives it fantastic flavor. And also, what's really good is that the adobo spices are great. But what's my favorite thing
Mm-hmm.
is it's vinegary. So you get a bit of like bite to this dish. It's not just all heavy and fatty and garlicky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got a good punch of flavor with that vinegar. Um, it is probably the best dish that they have had at the Festival Holidays, which is why it comes back every year.
Which is why it's part of the favorite things.
Exactly.
Is a few of my favorite things.
So next on the list, we have the Mad Santa Macaron, inspired by the Disney Plus series The Santa Clauses, which is a chocolate macaron filled with ganache, peanut butter mousse, and salted pretzels. Oh, that actually sounds very good.
You're not a sweet person, and you just said that sound pretty good. What are
It
you?
sounds pretty good.
Who are you, and what have you done to Chris?
It's a good combination of things, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's the salted pretzel that kind of kicks it for you.
Yeah, you're right. That is absolutely it.
Yeah, because if it had just been left with the first three things, you would have just been like, "Nah, I don't want any of that. It's gonna be
Heavy,
too
sweet.
sweet."
Yep.
It's the pretzel.
But the salted pretzel is like, oh, I'm intrigued.
You know, I've never actually
For the
had a macaron.
really not like the French macaron.
Neither one of them. Where would I get them
No,
over
no,
here on the side of the
these-
country?
Oh, interesting. Good question. Well, now is the chance for your first one.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about this non-alcoholic drink. This is the cherry mango punch, which looks very pretty in that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Mango puree, cherry and peach syrups, and lemon juice garnished with a frozen peach.
I would drink the crap out of that.
That sounds delicious.
It sounds like it would be sugar in my mouth.
Yeah, I might be willing to spring for that one.
Yeah. It just sounds like it'd be very sweet, but I like all of those flavors, so yes.
This booth is so aptly named Favorite Things because look at the alcoholic drink. Churro Toffee Cold Brew Latte. It has Joffrey's coffee, they're Mexican origin coffee. That's probably extra tasty. Cinnamon sugar, vanilla bean, and almond milk garnished with churro syrup flavored whipped cream, and toffee crumble on top. Wait, that's non-alcoholic. I'm ridiculous.
Yes, I was gonna say, and all of that has no alcohol in it. But continue. It still sounds like right up my
Still
alley
sounds delicious, yeah.
because
So when
I
you need a
like.
pick-me-up, that might be the one.
After we've been drinking around the world, is what it's gonna feel like. We're gonna need some coffee, and that is gonna be the go-to.
Yeah. Yeah, what an amazing combination of things.
Again, all of the sugar I don't need.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Our next booth is Grandma's Recipes. I don't know if my grandma made any of this.
No, mine definitely didn't. Uh. No, we did cookies. That was it.
Ah.
Yeah.
So we're starting off with a barbacoa tamal de res with Oaxaca cheese, tomatillo salsa, and crema.
I'm glad you're reading this
That-
because I would have butchered Oaxaca.
You just did. It looks so good to me. I don't know about you. Have you ever had a tamale?
Yes, I have. But that doesn't mean it was very good because it was from the Mexican restaurants that we have here.
By here she means Nashville, Tennessee.
This is correct. For those that didn't know, that I don't live in Southern California. So yeah, they're very watery. Like that obviously been made and sat for a while, type of thing. So I've not had one that's been pretty good, but I would like to try that. It does look.
Yeah, it looks really good. The risk you run with tamales, even here, is just that problem. Is that people will take them for granted, steam them, and then they'll just sit in a warmer forever, getting dry. So there is some risk with this dish, because that does sometimes happen with the festival food. Is that you see cast members pushing these big plastic containers around. That's hot food. Those plastic big container things hold the hot food, and so they're just like sitting in there steaming, so they can, maybe lose some quality.
Yeah. I could see that.
So there's some risk, but the flavors sound excellent. I mean, I love Oaxaca cheese and tomatillo salsa, so
yeah, that sounds like right up your alley.
it looks real good.
This drink that's sitting next to this, though, like, I need this drink.
It's both pretty and it sounds amazing. This is the Berry Pomegranate Paloma. It has Blanco tequila, blueberry puree, lime, cranberry, and pomegranate juices, and agave syrup topped with Fresca mixed vodka spritz, and garnished with an orange wheel and chili limon seasoned rim. That's tahini, the chili limon. That looks so good.
I know. I'm all about.
I love palomas to begin with, and that looks extra good.
It's a good thing you'll be driving because I'm getting ready to be walking around DCA a little tipsy with all these drinks we're about to try. Because, that sounds so good. I enjoy cranberry and pomegranate juices. Like, I like the sweet tart as far as those are concerned. Then you're going to throw in some tequila and mixed vodka, like, with orange.
Sounds real good.
Game over.
So we've got some wine on the list: Wither Hills Sauvignon Blanc and Sebastiani Cabernet Sauvignon. But we have a sparkling wine, McBride Sisters Sparkling Brut Rosé, and a Winter Wineries flight that kind of combines all of those.
Sign me up for that flight. I'm all about some wine.
Oh, I see.
I am a wino. Thank you.
She's kidding. Anyway, moving on.
Am I though?
We're moving on to Holiday Duets, which is another one of the favorite booths. It always pairs foods together, interestingly. This dish is returning from last year. I think this was my favorite dish from last year. That's the Esquites Carnitas mac and cheese with salsa matcha and spiced puffed rice. This was the best mac and cheese last year.
So essentially, it's got Rice Krispie treats on it.
The Esquites are Rice Krispie treats. That's just a fancy name for it. But carnitas on top of mac and cheese, like, then you get creamy and rich, and then you've got all these things on there that both spice it
Mm-hmm.
and add crunch. So there's lots of texture and richness, and yeah, it's delicious.
It sounds good.
We'll be getting again.
Oh, okay. So I'll get to try this. Yay!
Yeah, so here's what else is there. Chocolate tart made with Twix cookie bar pieces. This is a sugar tart filled with caramel and chocolate mousse, topped with Twix cookie bar pieces and holiday sprinkles.
Can I just tell you that one of my favorite candies of all time is Twix?
I mean, I like Twix.
Specifically the left Twix and not the right Twix.
Oh, come on.
Kidding. Totally kidding on that one. But no, in all seriousness, like this to me sounds like heaven in a tart. And I'm just like, I want a piece of this. I won't be able to eat all of it, but I will want it. And then I will have to have a drink to like continuously eat this. Like, it's a good thing we'll be walking around Disney California Adventure because we'll need to walk all of the calories that we will be consuming.
It's a good thing there are drinks right at this booth, including the Cuban Paranada cocktail, which has white rum, falernum, and maraschino liquors, soursop nectar, grapefruit juice, and mint syrup, garnished with a dried grapefruit wheel.
That sounds
That's a lot of flavors. It sounds good. My first instinct is that might be too many flavors.
No.
But I'm interested to see.
So, I also am a sucker for maraschino cherries because of the juice. So, the maraschino liqueurs, they're just, yes, please. You can have the dried grapefruit though, the wheel. You can have that one.
Great, I'm sure that tastes real good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you like grapefruit, so it's fine.
And then the last thing on the menu, I actually don't know what this is. Cantoritos pineapple.
I feel like I need to Google what Cantoritos is.
Yeah. Let's find out. Oh, it's a drink. It's a very specific drink. Oh, it's made by Jarritos. It's a hard soda.
Ooh.
Oh. Sweet and refreshing hard soda with juicy pineapple flavors and made with real cane sugar.
That sounds delicious.
It's probably really good, but it's like, it's a pre-made drink. It's bottled. You know, it's like having Jarritos.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, kind of get it at your own risk.
So I want to be very clear. Chris sent this list to me earlier in the day while I was at work. And this is as far on this list as I've been able to look at. So everything here that we're getting ready to experience is going to be new as well for me. So let's continue.
Let's take a look at Making Spirits Bright, which I believe is a more alcohol-focused booth, but it doesn't seem like it. Let's take a look at the food. There is a Impossible chicken curry bites with lemon raita and coriander chutney. So that's clearly an Indian dish. Sounds good to me.
I've never had Indian curry, so let's go for it. I'm down.
Probably tastes pretty good. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I'm intrigued by on this year's list.
It looks pretty good. Like, look at the picture.
Yeah.
It looks pretty yummy. I'll eat it.
Coriander chutney would taste like cilantro, because that's what coriander is.
Aha.
It's just the British way of saying it.
Oh, okay. Got to be English about our food too.
Well,
I'm
no,
really
there's a history of colonization there.
well that too. But I was going to say that I really want to try this little pumpkin cheesecake that's right next to this.
Yeah, pumpkin layered cheesecake. It's got layers of New York cheesecake, pumpkin gooey cake, and graham cracker topped with spiced chantilly and a chocolate decoration. Oh, that's the Festival of Holidays disco top.
Yeah, please get in my mouth. Like I like pumpkin and I like cheesecake. Like cheesecake, please. It is my favorite dessert. Also, hi Knocked.
Hi, Greg. It's good to see you, bud. Will you be coming back to Southern California anytime soon? Let us know. Greg was one of my Disney parks friends. You know, we would go and hang out. We would do this kind of thing. Although Greg had dietary restrictions that made it a little harder to have some of the like more far out dishes. Maybe around Christmas. Sounds good, Greg.
When around Christmas? The
But in
inquiring
the
minds
meantime,
want to know.
let's take a look at some of the drinks at Making Spirits Bright. Starting with the tiramisu Yule log cocktail, vodka, hazelnut liqueur, oat milk, tiramisu syrup, and chocolate bitters, garnished with chocolate shavings. Wow, that's a heck of a cocktail.
It sounds great. Real quick, your camera is out of focus. It is focusing on your background. Um, Give it a second. It's not sure what it wants to focus on, but it's better.
Oh,
Hi, Earthling.
hi Earthling, it's good to see you.
That
Uh,
that drink,
Sounds good.
so good. Please, yes.
But I actually think I'm more inclined to get the second one, which is the chocolate mint stout shake, which starts with Garage Brewing Marshmallow Milk Stout. So you might not like it because it starts with a beer.
Right.
Coffee liqueur, creme de menthe, horchata cream liqueur, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate syrup garnished with cookie crumbles.
I mean, yes, we should get both, right?
Yeah,
Get
obviously.
get both. I will probably drink all of the tiramisu Yola cocktail because vodka. And the chocolate bitters with the shavings. Yes, the chocolate on chocolate on chocolate with vodka sounds good to me. Um, but because it starts with the stout, I'm not sure how I would feel about that, but I will definitely try it.
Yeah, it sounds pretty amazing. Um, Greg found a fix for his stomach bugs. That's awesome.
Awesome.
I've always told you, don't mix beer with liquors. So let me know how that goes. Yeah, we'll see. Might be a party.
It'll definitely be a party in my mouth.
All right, next up we have Merry Mashups, which is another kind of fan favorite booth. Starts with Southern mac and cheese with andouille sausage and spiced panko crunch. Sounds great.
When I think they say Southern, they should just put Louisiana. Louisiana.
That's what they mean. Pretty
And
typical.
not Southern, because Southern mac and cheese would just be
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese with a crap ton of cheese.
Oh.
Here's a dash of hot sauce, maybe. But here's some extra cheese for your cheese with a side of cheese and a little bit of breadcrumbs on top.
Gotcha. So what they're really going for is a New Orleans twist with the andouille for sure.
For sure.
I think it'll be good so long as the andouille isn't too spicy, because some of the andouille that they're using at Tiana's Palace is very spicy.
Greg says, Indiana mac and cheese. We add a pound of butter. And I agree. I know.
Delicious.
Because that's where I'm originally from, so yes. Facts.
Next on the list at Merry Mashups, we have Santa's Milk and Cookies Hot Cocoa, inspired by the Disney Plus series The Santa Clauses. So this starts with whole milk, cookies, and cream powder, and white chocolate with whipped cream. Oh, interesting. It's supposed to be like Bernard's hot
Yes.
chocolate, I think.
Mm-hmm. I this is the drink that screams this is Christmas for me. Like that is what I
So we
need in my
gotta
hands.
get this one.
Yes. That is one of those things where it'd be like I just need to hold it and sip at it until like it is lukewarm and then I can just chug it. But it will be in my hands for a very long time, just like this.
Gotcha.
Like this.
Understood. And then the third thing at the booth is alcoholic. This is the maple hazelnut hot buttered rum, which is dark rum, butter, hazelnut paste. That sounds like Nutella.
Yeah.
Maple syrup, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove with a salted caramel whipped cream.
I'd like to try this as well.
I've had a hot buttered rum at the Festival of Holidays. I'm not sure it's for me. It ends up being kind of salty because of how, the literally melted butter
Mm-hmm.
that just gets mixed with the rum.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I think it is like an experience that you should have, especially on a cold night.
Yeah. When it's starting to get really dark out. Yeah.
Earthling says it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas.
Everywhere you go. Yep. Okay.
Or maybe just at Disney California Adventure.
Exactly. Hi,
Hi,
Mooses.
Mooses. It's good to see you. We're going through the Festival of Holidays menus that just dropped today in the Foodie Guide. So I think we missed something.
No, we're at the
No?
Winter Slider Land.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Winter Sliderland is kind of hit or miss for me. Not like traditionally throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have like amazing sliders, and sometimes they're just okay. But I'm excited for this first one. Togarashi Karage Chicken Slider with furikake mayo slaw on a Hawaiian roll.
That sounds so good.
So togarashi is a Japanese spice to like add heat.
Mm-hmm.
And karage is essentially Japanese fried chicken. So that sounds delicious to start. Furikake mayo slaw sounds amazing. Furikake is this seasoning that has bonito flakes, which I guess is technically fish, seaweed, and all kinds of like a couple of other seasonings. I
Mhm.
think that's gonna taste delicious.
Look, I'm a sucker for a Hawaiian roll, so and fried chicken. It's fine. It's all gonna be great. It's all gonna get in my mouth, and I'm gonna be very happy. You know, like the little gifts of the when little kids and women eat in Elmo, like after they eat. This is gonna be me after I eat this sandwich.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg is already jumping ahead. We are going to the beef brisket slider with smoked onions and horseradish ketchup on a pretzel roll. That's new, or like that's a little bit different than last year's. That sounds kind of good, like real good.
Yes, the food dances. And hey, Brendan.
It's good to see you, Brendan.
I mean, sometimes
Um,
you got to do the dance as a grown adult. Sometimes it's with food, and sometimes it's with the drink. You're just like, hey, get this in my mouth.
That sounds real good. But I'm real excited for the drink that's at this booth. The
Because-
spiced pear mule.
You are a mule drinker.
I enjoy a good mule. This has pear vodka, gin, apricot liqueur, house-made spice syrup, pear nectar, and lime juice, garnished with a white orchid.
Can you eat the
Sounds
orchid?
good. I don't. Maybe I never eat it. Musa says 1000% vodka and gin.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That is. We may have to Uber or Lyft.
It's a long way to Uber home.
It's
I'm
better
in
than
on
paying
that
for
drink.
for a taxi.
Musa says, sheesh.
Exactly. Oh no, we could just get a room. We'll just go stay at the Californian.
Oh,
It's
maybe,
fine.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, everything at Winter Sliderland this year sounds real good. Here's hoping it's a hit.
I'd like it. Yes, agreed.
So we're done with the booths.
Agreed, Mooses. For sure.
Yeah.
Down 100%.
Next time we visit, let's get drunk at Disneyland.
I'm here for
It's
it.
more doable, probably, than you think.
And it's way easy when you have the stomach of a burb, baby burb. One drink
So
and.
we're,
Okay.
so we're moving on past the booths. Here are some of the locations throughout DCA that are also serving some special things for Festival of Holidays. The cappuccino cart is the coffee cart right outside the bridge to Pixar Pier.
Mm-hmm.
So what they have is a Cafe de Olla cold brew, piloncillo sweetened coffee, spiced with star anise, clove, cinnamon, topped with a hot chocolate cream cold foam. That's kind of a lot.
That's a lot
I
of
bet
words.
it's real good.
That's a lot of words. But to me, the thing that like makes my brain stop and go, "Wait, what?" is the hot chocolate cream cold foam. What?
Yeah, I
Wait,
am
what?
not sure what that tastes like. So I'm intrigued.
My brain just went, excuse me, you can't have hot and cold at the same time. It would be lukewarm or cold.
Yeah, so we'll see what that actually means. Our next location is the Hollywood Lounge, which is the place to get drinks near the studio catering truck in Hollywoodland. So that's near Monsters Inc. What they have is a 3 gifts flight, which includes gin lavender lemonade. Okay, that already got me there.
Yes,
Smoky hibiscus orange cocktail
please.
and shimmering apple pie cocktail.
Yes, the apple pie cocktail. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for that one.
Dairy Queen has a hot cocoa blizzard. I'm assuming it tastes like that, but with coffee.
Oh, I see. Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, let's move on. At Lamplight Lounge, we have a holiday special duck confit, which is duck confit with celeriac puree, cherry gastrique, rutabaga, and arugula citrus salad. Yeah, I'll take it.
Now,
Give it to me.
this is something that you and I had a conversation about earlier today. Is that I have never had duck. I know that duck can be very gamey. So for people like me who have never had duck, I know that it's going to be good because it is, like, as you have said numerous times over, that the cuisine at Disneyland, the resort, period, whether it's Disneyland or Disney California Adventure, has gone up astronomically, like 1,000% in the last handful of years. My concern would be to try duck and find out that I don't like it and then have this very expensive plate of duck in front of me while at the most magical place on earth and suddenly feel really bad and
We'll
like
share it. Well, not we won't each get one.
Okay, good.
I like duck a lot. It's, generally kind of smoky and very fatty.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really good. The celeriac puree, that's a root. It ends up being kind of like almost like mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
The cherry gastrique, that's a sauce. So you'll get that tartness, I think, which sounds like it would go amazing with this dish.
So
and
Brendan says.
rutabaga.
So Brendan says that if you like dark meat part of turkey, you'll like duck.
I think that's very true.
And then Greg says that the confit means that it'd be less gamey because it's cooked in grease instead of deep fried, which is gamier. And then Moose's just said that they would be a coward and just go with normal dishes because they don't eat anything like
That's
that
Moose's.
either.
Yeah, Moose's is not really a daring eater. Um, yeah, she had some concerns about, like, that's why we didn't go to too many of the other restaurants.
Aha. Oh, we're
She
we're
has
gonna
some-
we're gonna change your mind and blow it the next time you come at Moose's.
How you know this? We've talked, you and I. I know. Confit means it's cooked in its own juices, so like that's what Greg's talking about. Cooked in its own like grease that comes out of it. Pretty amazing.
Okay, well I'm down to try. You know.
Yeah. Moving on, we have pan dulce donuts. Mormon fluffy donuts dipped in cajeta and topped with pan dulce crumbles, paired with a champorado dipping sauce. Wow, that sounds amazing. You probably don't know any of those things.
You are absolutely correct. I'm like, I thought that word was dolce, but okay.
No.
That's where I was the whole time you were reading that.
But it's real good. You know, there's like caramely elements. You dip it in hot chocolate, essentially. Sounds amazing. The holiday cocktail that they have on offer is chai tea oat mix, vanilla vodka, and Kahlua coffee liqueur, topped with a chocolate liqueur and ground cinnamon.
Sign me up.
I bet that's good.
Sign me up. All of those things I like, so please, yes. That is a drink that says gin all over it.
Jen, not gin.
Yes. You know, with a J instead of a G.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Because I am a sucker. I like chai. I like vanilla vodka. I like Kahlua. Have you ever had Kahlua and milk? Tastes like chocolate milk. Can't even tell. Also, chocolate liqueur. Tastes like chocolate. And then you add a little ground cinnamon on it. All of those things say please in my mouth. It sounds like a party.
Alright, next up we have Pim's Test Kitchen, which has one dish for the Festival of Holidays. That is the cold brew infusion, cinnamon and spice. Cinnamon caramel cold brew with cardamom cream foam. Sounds okay.
I think I can pass on that.
Yeah. Wow, look at these dishes.
This first one in the top is definitely a pierogi.
So this is Smoke Jumpers Grill's offering. This is kielbasa with pierogi. Kielbasa served with potato and cheese pierogies, sautéed peppers and onions, and Dijon sour cream.
Yes, please.
I've never had a pierogi.
They're so good. You will you like potatoes, you like cheese, and you like pasta. You will like pierogies. These are things that you will like. Yeah, it almost sounds like the one drink sounds like a White Russian, yeah. With cinnamon.
Yeah, looking at that plate, I'm like, sign me up.
Yes. I have had pierogies, like you can get them in the frozen section. They're just not as good as when they're freshly made. So that is going to be so good. I just want the pierogi. You could leave like the kielbasa and the sauteed peppers and onions off the plate. Like I would be, it would be fine. Yeah.
Moose's loves pierogies. She makes them all the time. That's exciting.
Can you make some and send them to me?
Next up, from Sonoma Terrace, which is next door to Wine Country Trattoria. Next to the winery.
Mm-hmm.
We have pan con pollo, braised chicken, spiced tomato sauce, mayonnaise, and mustard dressing in a French bread roll served with pickled vegetable slaw. That looks good.
That if that is what it's supposed to be, that doesn't look like a vegetable slaw to me. That just looks like pickled onions and cucumbers.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Slice on a mandolin.
Right. It doesn't look like pickled vegetable slaw.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Looks
I'll
good to
still
me.
eat it. I'll still eat it.
Next up from Studio Catering Company, we have the Holiday Turkey Empanada, which is a fried empanada filled with turkey stuffing and gravy with cranberry dipping sauce. Yep,
You
I
know what
want
that
that.
reminds me of? What is that place called? Porto's. The
Yeah,
the stuffed Christmas to Thanksgiving, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, except for it's an empanada.
I bet it would taste like very similar, and it's probably really delicious. Last up in this section is Terran Treats, which is the cart next to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. This has the hot chocolate chile churro with chocolate and chile streusel, mini marshmallows, and hazelnut spread.
That sounds wonderful, please. Uh, so Greg says, "Where is the holiday hopscotch pick? It sounds wonderful." That I have no idea.
Hmm.
It's bottle.
Brendan
Good.
Brendan says, "My dinner was just a sad assortment of leftovers, and I definitely need a snack after this."
Mm-hmm. Mom said she was hungry earlier. So I was like, "Yeah, well, that's why I ate right before this because going through this list, I'm definitely gonna need food."
Absolutely.
But yeah, the holiday hopscotch is the bottled um, Logic Brewing holiday hopscotch, a golden ale with a creamy vanilla and butterscotch. So it's just a bottled. Essentially, what it sounds like is an alcoholic butterbeer.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. You had elk for dinner?
Moose's has never had a churro. How have you been to Disneyland several times and you've never had a churro?
Why didn't you tell us we would have had a churro?
Yeah, I'm kind of appalled, Moose's. It's a
Uh.
good thing you're in Canada. Why don't you stay there? um, so we have the outdoor vending locations. That's some of the carts. Uh, Generally like in the Paradise Gardens area. You have the chicken chile verde empanada, served with a side of slaw and salsa roja.
It looks.
You have the honey glazed turkey legs. So that's at the turkey leg carts. I know that there's one outside of Cars Land. This is wow, wow.
And totally unhinged. Yes, that he is, Moses. Agreed.
You have the Mickey shaped gingerbread cookie. That's cute. And the Concharitos pineapple beverage, which is not pictured.
That makes a lot more sense because I have no idea what's in this pan, and I'm very curious.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I bet it's this pumpkin cake that's under here. Because also, locations throughout the park is the empanadas, but there's also the pumpkin cake with cinnamon streusel finished with icing and sprinkles.
That sounds great.
It's a pumpkin coffee cake.
Yeah. That sounds real good.
Have that with our hot chocolate. Yes, please.
Brendan. Pumpkin cake! I can't take it anymore. I'm snacking. Greg ground elk for elk burgers. Oh, delicious.
For one. Him.
Okay, for churros, we also have near Goofy Sky School fresas con crema, coated in cinnamon sugar and topped with strawberries, saturated in condensed milk.
That just sounds like
So
sugar.
that's on top of a churro, which they probably should explain.
Yeah.
It's probably good though.
Yeah.
Like strawberries and cream is like one of my favorite things.
Noted.
This churro in Hollywoodland though, this might take the cake. This is the Yule log churro, creme filled chocolate churro with berry drizzle and powdered sugar.
If it tastes like your
Looks like a Yule
sister's,
log.
If it tastes like your sister's Yule log, hands down, best churro ever.
My sister makes probably the best Yule log ever. I will. It's not a stretch to say.
No, can confirm. Have tried. If I could be one piece of food item for the rest of my life, would be this Yule cake.
But these churros look really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You've never had a Yule log? Look, I could say try one, but it's not gonna be his sister's, and so like it would be pointless. You need to try his sister's. It's fantastic.
It is a virtuoso. Okay, we also have churros near Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. This is the chocolate peppermint churro. Churro coated with crushed candy canes and drizzled with chocolate and vanilla sauce. So simple, probably delicious.
I like chocolate. I like peppermint. I also like peppermint bark. So that sounds super good to me.
Yeah, probably delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Now in downtown Disney at Splitsville Luxury Lanes, they have the holiday churros, sweet crispy dough. They describe churros. I think we know what churros are.
Yeah, it's
coated in red and green sugar, topped with dulce de leche drizzle. So it's just got a caramel drizzle. That sounds really boring.
Yeah. Ooh, what is this?
These are some interesting pictures. Oh, Tortilla Joe's. Makes sense because it's the Mexican restaurant in downtown Disney. Traditional holiday pozole, which has pork cushion, guajillo, hominy, garlic, and onion powder, chicken base, salt, cumin, oregano, bay leaf, and water. Wow,
It's a soup.
Literally just an ingredient list. Well, yeah, pozole is a soup. It's usually a pork soup. It's usually pretty delicious. I like.
Instead of describing what it was that you were trying to eat, here's our ingredient list. Done.
Yeah, that was really weird.
This is all of the things that we put in it. Okay, here you go. Including the bay leaf.
To its right, though, you have this trio of tamales. Tamale trio, 3 different types of tamales, pork, beef, and chicken mole.
Yes, please.
That's probably delicious. What a great looking plate.
Right.
And it doesn't just list the ingredients.
Trying his sister's baking is on your bucket list. All right, Greg.
We'll make it happen, Greg.
Mm-hmm. If you come around Christmas time, and I'm like, that's why I'm asking, when are you going to be there? Because I will be around again this Christmas.
Next, we have the Mexican buñuelos. We have traditional fried dough fritter dusted with powdered sugar and topped with condensed milk and strawberries. I've had this. It's delicious. I haven't had it from Tortilla Joe's, but I bet it's good. It's Dobbs. Dobbs, thank you for resubscribing. Why do you two look so fine right now?
I don't know. Why do we?
It's just Wednesday.
Well, you actually had to go into the office today, and I needed a reason to do makeup.
The drink at Tortilla Joe's is the Chocolate Feliz Navidad Tequila Irish Cream Liqueur. That sounds like Bailey's. Mexican-style chocolate mix and garnished with toasted marshmallow. You can also get this non-alcohol.
So essentially, you could get it as alcoholic as here's hard, hot chocolate, or you can have just hot chocolate.
Interesting.
Tell me I'm not wrong.
You're right. You should have used Kahlua instead of Irish cream. I would agree. I like Kahlua more than.
Well, if you're going with tequila, you kind of don't want to do the Kahlua.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why they went with the Irish cream, because it's a little bit mellower, I think. Because Kahlua, I think, just wouldn't. It's too creamy, I think. I mean, that's why if you just drink it with milk, essentially, it tastes like a chocolate milk.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't put Irish cream. I wouldn't put Bailey's in my milk. Put it in my coffee, though.
All right, moving on.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Novelties throughout the park. Oh, we're getting to the little trinkets.
Ooh.
The holiday swizzle stick is available at these locations below. Look how cute that is
It
with the
is cute.
ornament.
But what would I do with it besides just stir my drinks?
It's just a swizzle stick, so it's just there to stir your drinks.
I see no reason for this, but continue.
Greg's favorite Christmas drink is schnapps, vanilla vodka, Kahlua Irish cream, Godiva white chocolate liqueur. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you need to send us this recipe list so we can try this at home.
Yeah.
Because it
We have
sounds
this.
festive. I need it in my mouth.
Yeah. Next up, we have this holiday travel tumbler. It's a plastic cup. I have one. I actually use it for my coffee most days going into the office. So maybe I'll get a new one.
I can confirm because I have seen said cup. It is Christmas.
Yeah. Next, we have the Mickey Mouse shaped peppermint glow cube. Oh, that's small. The picture makes it looks big, but it's a glow cube, so it's probably that big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any more glow cubes ever.
And that's it.
No, wait a second. I wanted to see if there were details about this Corsical drink. Like,
No,
are
really,
you
that
scrolling
is it.
past? I can't even just read.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, there's merch. Special spirit jersey, Corsical tumbler. Oh, okay, that's all they mentioned. And that's it. So the things that we are most looking forward to trying. I know you're most interested in the pork belly adobo.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's kind of, like I said, the kind of go-to dish
Mm-hmm.
for the festival holidays. For me, there's a bunch of things that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, and the blue drink. I really wanted to try the blue drink.
Right. The southern mac and cheese I'm intrigued about depends on the andouille sausage. The togarashi karage chicken slider, I think I'm probably most excited to try. That might be it for the booths. Oh, the barbacoa tamal de res
Mm-hmm.
also looks real good. And then there are returning dishes like the skeets, carnitas mac and cheese.
Oh, you wanted to try the
adobo.
pierogies?
The pierogies, you're right. But that's not at a booth. That is at Smoke Jumper's Grill. The good thing about some of the quick service restaurants is that they will serve a tasting portion for you to use your sip and savor tabs. So if you are not interested in the full portion, because like you see if you look at the picture, has 2 pierogies, 2 pieces of kielbasa. I would imagine the tasting portion just has 1 pierogi and 1 piece of kielbasa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to think about, so that you don't have to order full-size dishes in addition to all the other food you have. You can kind of pace yourself a little bit better, which is something for me to consider.
It does food videos and will go all day eating, come home and be like, oh, I ate so much. Why? Because it tasted good.
Yeah.
Pace yourself.
Kind of eat like a competitive eater sometimes on these Disney trips.
I tell them all the time, go slow. We can do it in series, it's fine.
And we will. We'll do maybe 3 parts this time, because we did it last year. We did 2 parts.
For the food and wine, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll probably do 3 this time. But yeah, I think that brings us to our conclusion. Thank you all for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got to do some YouTube stuff. If you like this video, Let's try that again. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to join us for some more everyday magic, hit subscribe. And if you want notifications, ring that bell.
We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us on this another adventure of everyday magic. Okay, bye.